Welcome to episode 22 of this Let's Play series. My name is Daz Tackley. Welcome to the channel. Hope you've been enjoying the series. I do want to start trying to wrap it up actually. It's sort of, I don't want it to go for too much longer. But anyway, we've got the troop report in through here. So this is actually the end of essentially where the invasion stalled. We've been trying to get hold of this planet, or we were in the last episode. I invaded, but there was just too much strength on the ground really, so I just couldn't quite make it. It was pretty close in the end. They did end up with just a little bit more left over there. They've got a defensive strength now of 399. Now they'll be building this up again, I would think. So yeah, so we're going to have to sort of do something about that. They did also capture our general, which is a bit of a shame. So we have to start again. So let's just go back across and we'll go and get our... We've got two fleets in here. We've got the Bitter Master, which is a cruiser, who was coming in just to sort of, I don't know, police what was going on there. We did actually take over one of their ships, which isn't going to be able to do anything. I don't think it will anyway. I'll leave it on automatic. It'll probably be just destroyed, I would imagine. They do actually have a few, like they've got a destroyer in through here, but nothing at all that can really compete with our ships. So, yeah, the troop transport there, troop transport fleet there, which is fine. We've taken a few other things, I think. So I might I might just start to bring the actual fleet back, the fleets back again. So the second invasion fleet, I'll just make that control 2, and we'll move that one out of there. So we'll move that one back away down into our other territories. Now we're going to go back to the Bertolozzi system, I would guess, although we might just do a refuel. Where can we do the refuel? There we go, at the 922 spaceport. That will be fine. Probably do it to this one here. Yeah, just do it at that mining station. In the meantime, we'll go back down. Now, at the capital is where we can build the armoured forces, and we have been trying to build these anyway. So we now need to outbuild what they're going to be building. So we've already got like 4. I'm thinking maybe just another 2 or 3. Let's just get 3 of them in there. That way they'll get built reasonably quickly. And over through here, what have we got? We've got a reasonable number of people at this particular location. Manage troops. Just start to get them to pick up like a range of different troops from different locations, just so we can sort of get spend minimal time picking these up, and hopefully we can go back fairly quickly and just pick up what we need. Just go back up the top here as well, and we're not at war with the humans. That should be enough, I think. I hope. So fingers crossed we can take this particular planet. This is it's been quite interesting. I know that probably a lot of you will be wanting me to keep the game going, but I sort of do want to. I want to have a bit of a breather between this version and the release version, so I don't want to keep on playing for too long. Now Kashyyyk is still sort of slowly coming back under our control. If we have a look at the details, yeah, still 0% assimilation. It's going to take quite some time to get them assimilated. Anyway, we'll continue on. They really have, the war that we conducted against them has completely decimated what they can do. And really, I think if I just get Liana, that will then give me the building blocks of quite a solid empire through here, which would be quite nice. There's so much in this game. There really is just so much in this game. And I could keep on playing and then go after the Mortallans, for example, and just keep on pushing back further and further into the various territories, subjugating these as well. I haven't subjugated these as such, but we really have completely rocked what they can do. So they don't have any clear way to get Caslon other than to pay for it from us. So they will be suing for some sort of trade agreement at some point, I would think. They're going to not like us being in their systems, but it's the only way, unless they declare war. It'll be one of the two: declare war, which I do have the protections back into here if they do try that. Yeah, I think they've got Caslon back out this way, but it's still not going to do them all that much. Actually, this is interesting. This has now become an independent. So we were watching this last time. So this is actually now just an independent colony. So that's now rebelled against them, and have now sort of unshackled the constraints of being part of the Calabria Empire. This one is still actually this one's now fairly happy. These are getting happier and happier. I love that all of the information is exposed. It like, you know, rather than having, you know, what these things, what the actual mood on the planet is, it's like there's like a rumor mill. And I think it works very, very well, because that would sort of be what you'd expect. If you knew stuff, you'd know stuff. You know, like there would be not completely wildly inaccurate reports on happiness levels, for example. So I think that this actually is a very, very good system that they've now got in the game, just exposing so much information. It's for me, it really does change the strategic view of the game itself. Anyway, let's unpause the game, and we'll just watch as this one comes back. Now, we do have we've got a range of different ships there. That little escort, yeah, they're all just disappearing now. It's retrofitting, and this one here is just going off to attack different fleets and things. I think I might actually leave this one out, and rather than go after these, let's make doubly sure that we aren't at war with them. I don't think we are. No, they're furious at us, like really, really furious. It's funny because the trade income was actually pretty good with them over the last 5 years. Oh well. And the Calabria group, we're going to see bigger trade with them, I guess, over the coming period. I would believe. Yeah, we're not seeing much there. They're not as angry with us as the humans, of course, when we just tried to take over one of the human planets, or human controlled planets. We're just trying to release our brethren. So let's just go and place this one back into here again. Sorry, where was that one? Not the planet. The this one is it part of a fleet? Yeah, it's part of the 11th fleet. So if I just get to the 11th, Nanatu 2 spaceport. I think I might make this part of this particular location. It's at the home base. And from there, what I can then do is, this is a capital ship template, which is my essentially my manual template. I'm just going to put this one back to raid. So it will then operate from that location, and it will then ask me what it wants to do. Actually, no, we turned all that off, didn't we? Assign mission, and do that one as well. All right. Well, unpause. Strike force that's heading down in this direction, which I don't know if we need to really worry about that one so much. We'll see it light up again. Now in between the station range. If we sort of put this one on, we'll sort of see that there'll be, actually I thought we had a station there, we don't have one there. So it's just on the outside of all of these different stations that are coming through. So we won't see the detail there. But they'll bounce into this location. It's fueling up, then back down to Betalosi, and then sort of back to grab everything else. And then we'll sort of pick them up on the way through. Good, got it. Back down this way. Load troops. Just make doubly sure. Yep, that's okay. We won't have all of them, but by the time we get there, maybe they'll have another one or two built. that will still be enough to take on the planet. That's fuel range is fine. This is a human fleet coming in. Now I don't know what their goal is. Actually, they're going to bounce back off into this system again. So it's easier for them to come through here to reach this, which is again interesting. Shouldn't really have any troubles with the Vorticars, not with these big ships. It's an amazing, amazing game, Distant Worlds. So many different ways of playing it. It really is brilliant. MS5. Yep, we'll assign that. And I will definitely be making a tutorial series on this one, a fairly in-depth one. So if you are interested, then please consider liking and subscribing. I know I keep on sort of asking for that, or actually probably don't ask for it as much as other people, but anyway, it is important for the YouTube algorithm. So I do appreciate it when you guys sort of, like when you are engaging with the video. It certainly does help. It's been a tough few years with YouTube, unfortunately. It's yeah, they don't make life easy. Build RS4. Yep, we'll assign that. They're still very unhappy. It's going to take quite some time to get them on side. Their anger is dropping a little bit. One more big attack. I guess it's not very honourable of us, the way that we've sort of treated this. There's the 6th. Just to go back for fuel. 5th back up there, that's fine where that is, back in that system. Yeah, colonies and bases trespass in our system, so they don't like that. Yeah, reputation is getting worse and worse with the actions that we're taking here. And this one, we sort of like, it's like the bad boy aspect, I guess, of some of the Paradox games. It's a interesting way of sort of the way things actually do work. One thing we should have a look at is how does that impact the these guys, for example. Yeah, -4, same as the others, and they only worry about the bad reputation at -2, so it doesn't really concern them much. They don't like our friendship with their enemies. Mortallans are -4. They're honourable. Yeah, so overall it's a bit negative. Yeah, money is growing quite nicely. If we have a bit of a look at that one, it's quite interesting. Even though we've sort of got like a massive drain, we're still rocketing forward, which is sort of a bit surprising. So we've got colony income overall. We're actually in the positive, even with this very, very negative planet. It's mainly just our upkeep 38,000 in there for ships and base maintenance. The private sector is doing very, very well. So they're paying their colony taxes. They're paying us a lot of fuel. This is actually how we're getting the bonus income. So the bonus income is really what's saving our bacon. It is shipbuilding is how we're getting all of this money. Now this won't last, but it will while we've sort of got like expanded areas. We need more infrastructure. They will just keep on building away, which is great. So we can expect this to go up a little bit for a little bit longer, and then it'll taper off. So we do have to sort of try to get on top of this expansion fairly soon. But at the moment, the private sector can actually make use of that expansion. So that's what they're doing. Just sort of edging their way through with that, which is very, very cool. Anyway, let's leave that one through. And I guess also if we look at the colonies, like we can have a look to see that Kashyyyk is actually, in terms of importance, is now our third back and through here. And if we have a quick look at this one, we've got approval is actually +9. I don't know why it's so negative there. There we go, 1% assimilation. So eventually we'll assimilate them, which is great. Now, do we have a star base there built? Looks like we may have, or maybe not. No, we don't yet. Okay, look, we'll definitely build one of those. Oh, we can't. We need Ackdarian. Okay. There's always one or two resources that are just problematic. He's going in. Attack targets. Here we go. So he's gone in for another attack. This is our carrier. This will be interesting. He's got all these fighters on board. I might take this fleet over actually when we get in here and just tell it to sort of control what's happening in around here, like blockade the planet. Yep, they're all out. That's good. So all of the fighter craft have now left, and now they'll start to smash through the through these ships. It's really, they don't have anything at all that they can do against me. I don't think so anyway. We've got so much shielding. Small craft are going in. I'll rip these apart. They're trying to get in behind me. I love this aspect of the game. Small craft pulling these apart. Looks like it's being pushed sideways. Is it being pushed sideways? Do we have a grapple beam? There we go. I thought it was too. That's the first time I've actually noticed it in the game. Is it under construction? All of the interceptors and bombers are still active. So they'll just keep on working their way through. Yeah, burning security. It's a pirate group, I think. Yeah, still only got 3 there. All right, let's. That's good. We wiped out a fleet. just go back down now and just see how we're going with the picking up. Alright, so we've now picked up 10,000 of them. Let's just have a quick look through here. That's a took. We don't have any of those built just yet. No, you're still waiting to pick them up. That's good. That one's ready as well. Hang on. 2. Long right click. Oops. Load troops. Did they get them? No, not yet. There they go. Alright, so we've got all of those. Now what we'll do is we'll just go back across to this one. How are we going with this? Still building the other two, so we'll just ungarrison these. But we will garrison these two, just sort of replace them with troops that we're building. Load troops. Okay. Maybe we'll go back for this one now. Queue orders. That's one thing that is sort of missing that Distant Worlds Universe did have, which was really quite good, was the ability to actually, you know, sort of get your orders queued up. So they're moving in. There's another one over there, just clipping through the planet. Load the troops there. So they're due for being picked up. I think we'll finish with just the attack on that last planet. Of course, the game has got a long way to run, but I think we're now getting into such a strong position. All of I guess the 50-50s are sort of now out of the way after, well, pretty much after that last war. It would be, and look, and even just sort of seeing how the cruisers that we managed to salvage have sort of done such a big job. So they're still going for they're still coming in to pick it up. This one should just pick them up. It goes underneath the planet there. Not yet. Come on, come on, come on. It's really quite delayed. I'll pause while I sort of try to figure out. I don't know why it's not picking them up. It should be. And I'll just let them keep on bouncing in and out until they actually do pick these things up. Has that now got it? Yeah, that's got it. Okay. All right. So number 2. We'll just go back up again. Next one is we will go into here. Okay, that's already done. So just 2. Load troops, and then this will do us. And now we're coming to Alzuk. And sorry about the kids squealing outside. I thought they were leaving. They're still there. Anyway. So how are we going? Okay, we've picked them up already. That's great. That was nice and fast. Okay, now it's just straight off up to... I think we've got enough on board the ships now. We've got a strength of nearly 2,000. they're going to have to bring a lot of ships in, like a lot of troops in to now be able to combat against us, which I don't think that they can do. I'll have a quick look at Nanatu. Nanatu does actually have some interesting garrisons in here, so I will just garrison these, and I will just ungarrison probably another 3. Yeah, so let's just go back and bring that fleet, and just long right click, and load troops. I'll just wait for them to arrive. Now, to prepare the way for this, what I might do is just come back across and just grab the 11th fleet again, I think. I think it was the 11th. Which one's the one with the... Got a destroyer carriers back in through there. That's the... that one we don't really need to worry too much about. I mean, we've got a range of them in the first fleet. Come on, why can't we pick that one up? Just come back out so we can see the fleets. First fleet, 11th fleet. I'll take the 11th fleet in to Liana and we'll blockade the planet. So we're sort of seeing some things in here. Just blockade. So that will then come in and deal with any other combat ships. And the other thing that I really should have done at the start of that last attack was to destroy the starbase before I put my troops on the ground. So that would have been the smart move to deal with all that first. But I thought I'd be able to sneak in underneath, and but I did miscalculate just how many troops I did actually need. I thought having the armour that we had would be enough, but it wasn't. Anyway, we've got the next batch coming through. So we're heading back in there now. I'll just pause again. Alright, so we're here now with this particular ship. It will then blockade the planet. Actually, one thing I do miss is the dotted line, just to let you know that you're blockading. Okay, there's nothing combat. Oh, yes, there is. There's combat related back in through this side. So they're just limping away. There's still the unknown mission back through there, and another one over here. They've got quite a few actually when we look at this. Yeah, troop transports. Wow. There's a lot of them. Now, did they manage to offload at the world? Have we got another nasty surprise? No, we don't. Okay, this is cool. I'm going to go and move the other fleet in as well, just to sort of deal with this. So we'll go and move the first. So, first fleet, and move that one up as well, just to blockade the planet. There's quite a few other ships that are now in here. So we'll blockade that one. We're still waiting on the troop ships to arrive. Making a lot of money now. Just with the private sector now trying to build as much as they possibly can. Now, is this the... do we have the troop transports? They're coming in. This one doesn't have anything on board. So they're coming in to load troops, and they will refuel here as well. Now we should be able to maintain the the dominance of the around the space around the planet that we're going to be invading. So a quick look on the actual planet itself. How we're going? They've actually grabbed them already. So number 2. That's we'll just get them to refuel while they're here. Predominantly this one here. So we've got half the troops on board that we need now. This is overkill for what we need, but we'll still just do it anyway. Come on, get your fuel on board. I think it's in behind the planet there somewhere. Now the game is supposed to bring everyone back together. I might just find out where this ship actually is. It's still going into the Nantu system. I don't know where it was. Anyway, it's back there now. Just bring these together because we definitely don't want to go in separately. We want them all going in to coordinate their attack. So it's just going to refuel there. these are sort of super designs. The other one is not. Actually, that one there has really got enough of an invasion force alone on it, which is just, it's got an enormous amount of troops. There we go, fuel done, time to go and attack. So I'll just give it the order. Now they should wait for the slow ship, but they may not, and I don't think it'll matter really. So we're blockading the planet. Now they're still sort of working away, which is sort of funny that we've got a blockade, but it's not actually doing anything. So we're just going to attack Lena 2. So I won't start recording a new game just yet. We'll just keep this one going, and I'll just pause the game while we wait for it to go in. Should just point out, like, this is really quite good. These little summaries, we can see there that we have our strength is 7,397. This is 400 odd, and they've got a troop strength of 380. Now we're going in with a troop strength of 2,380, so a little bit more powerful than what they actually have there. Let's just have a bit of a look and see what's going on in here. Yeah, so now we're fighting. These are the troop transports. And that cruise has now just come in to sort of lend us some support. Yeah, there's still nothing on the ground here. This guy shouldn't have any real troubles with them. Just pick them apart. That'll give us dominance in space. Here they come. Now see how they're sort of bouncing forward? They are sticking together. Like, all of the ships are basically, they're not rocketing ahead, even though they're much, much faster, those other two. This is what we want to see in the game. Like, this is what Distant Worlds Universe didn't do very well. But this game does actually have that. Now, there's still been reports that some of these don't work all that effectively. Actually, there's another fleet of ships back that have just come in as well. So they're trying to set up to stop us from doing what we have to do here. So we may have lost a ship. Oh no, we've still got the 4. Do we have 4 or do we have 5? I can't remember. Now the 11th fleet, where the hell is... Where's that one? Take that. Oh, it's over here. It's over here doing other things. It's only got one fighter left. This is a bug, which I hope that they'll fix fairly soon, where it will go and pick up all its fighters when it is actually doing what it's doing. Yeah, this is ideal. Look at this. Gave it an attack order. Now, if I had given it like a refuel order, that wouldn't have been urgent. They would have just come in all over the place. But having an attack order means that they're going to try to coordinate their actual attack on the planet. And this is such a big improvement of Distant Worlds Universe. Now we should have, yep. It's attacking the 11th Fleet. And we go for the big attack. We'll finally take this planet back, release our captured general. He's in prison, but I think he'll still give us some support. Even with the attack that will then go in. Yeah, so that we've really sort of taken out all the infrastructure that was here, like by taking over the other system. I should have taken that out before I invaded. Like, these troop ships now are very, very different than what they used to be in Distant Worlds Universe. They're really quite cool. So we'll watch what goes on. And they go. Yep, they're on the ground now. Whoa, there's more there than we thought. Okay, we hadn't seen those. But we do have armour. Okay, they've got a lot more here. Now, some of these may be from the population, I guess. So they've got only plus 3% native planet type. We have a plus 20% native planet type from our guys. We've got space control, armoured breakthrough, and attacking general bonus. So he is released straight away, and in we go. So this time we will dominate it. Even though they've got like a lot of these militia type forces. That's the standard militia. Yeah, they do have a few defender brigades. They've got a strike troop brigade in through there. What are ours? Just defender brigades. So that is actually... Let's just pause this. This here are Ackdarians in through that top one. This one here is a strike trooper brigade, which will be human. Then we have the militia that sort of joined the forces from the from the actual planet itself. So these are just different forces that have joined in, which are very, very weak. You can see their defense strengths are minuscule in comparison to ours. It's only these strike forces and things we have to sort of be concerned with. So here we go. We take this particular planet. There we go. Colony conquered, nice and fast. So this now is ours. They may actually be happy about this. Let's have a bit of a look. Just get back out of there. Yeah, they're not too concerned about that because it's predominantly we predominantly have Ackdarians. So if we have a look at this one now, they have a simulation of 100% already. So that's fantastic. So they're quite happy that we liberated them ultimately, and so we now have all of our troops on the ground. The Ugnari we haven't actually assimilated at all, and the humans we haven't assimilated. But this is like we can actually sort of now go in and do other things if we wanted to, like resettle. But I think I'll just leave them where they are. These are the inhabitants of Lena 2 are unhappy. They approve the current tax rate. They enjoy our colony's high quality environment. High corruption reduces our happiness. Let's have a look and see what the corruption levels actually are. They're going to be pretty high. Initially, I will just go in and start to build a planetary administration centre. And we will also go and build a small spaceport. So we'll just get those things starting to be built. We've got a massive army through here, so we can even go further out in if we wanted to. So they're not worried even about the conquest because of the assimilation. It's such a deep. There's so many little deep mechanics in this game that are just brilliant. And like this assimilation mechanic is very, very cool. Like if they didn't have Ackdarians on board, then they wouldn't be sort of so positive about what's actually happened. And in fact, when we look at this one, we've got support costs in through here. Now we don't actually have. This is still going to be a fairly high support cost for quite some time, but ultimately this one will actually be like for the Ackdarians, it's a plus 49 planet. It's a very, very good planet. And so this will come good very, very quickly, this particular planet. So eventually we'll be able to start taxing it, and it'll work very, very well. And so that pretty much now gets us to a point where we have got like a new border. I would then just go through and destroy all of the human bases that are in through here. Yep, I'll assign that mission. It's great. What a great game this actually is. Anyway, guys, I am going to leave this series here. So this will be another final episode. I just don't want to. These episodes really hurt my YouTube algorithm. Like if I have too many of them, because these later versions don't tend to get a lot of views. So the more I put up past about version 5, the more damage I do to my channel. But I just love this game so much, and I just I wanted to at least have a really good run at both of these. I will be doing extended plays. I will probably be moving a lot of those playthroughs onto my second channel, but I will at least do an intro on this channel for those, and then I will do the full tutorial on this particular channel. So anyway, there is a link in the description to my other channel as well. And if you do want to join me on Twitch, I'll be streaming this game an awful lot over the coming months. Months and years probably. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. I hope you've enjoyed the series. It's been a lot of fun to play it. And yeah, thank you for your support. Again, I wanted to thank my Patreon supporters. I very rarely thank you guys, and I really do appreciate just the support that you guys give. It certainly makes justifying sort of doing, spending the time on these sorts of series very, very much worthwhile on my part. So massive thank you to you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Can't wait for the game to be launched.